Hi, in this video I'd like to show you how to do a Mobius cast on. For this cast on you'll need a 40-inch or longer cable. Start the cast on with a slip knot. Take your working yarn around your hand, couple of fingers, cross it, reach through that loop and pull the yarn through. Let's do that one more time. Yarn towards you, loop around, go through the loop on your hand, pull the slip knot through. Place the slip knot on the needle and hold your needle in the left hand. We're going to do an E-wrap or backward loop cast on. So the working yarn over your hand, point your finger away from you and place the loop on the needle. Hand goes behind, turn your hand over, point away from you, place that loop on the needle. First finger, place the loop on the needle. You can also do this cast on with your thumb around, points away, and place it on the needle. You'd like to keep your cast on stitches nice and loose, and you can see how these look like cursive E's if you look at them. So continue to cast on the desired number of stitches. For my pattern, this count is going to be 80 stitches. Once you have the desired number of E-wrap cast on stitches, slide the stitches to your middle of your cable. Pick up the opposite end of the needle and you're going to turn your cast on stitches upside down so that the loops point towards the table and we've got these strands pointing up. Take your needle in your right hand, place it underneath that strand on the cable, wrap like you're knitting a stitch, and pull a new stitch through onto the right hand needle. Repeat this across all of the stitches. Notice how I'm not using both needles, I'm just using my fingertips to pull up, pinch this strand right here so I can get my needle underneath comfortably, and continue to go into each strand. At this point you don't have to worry about the stitches being twisted because you can untwist them one at a time. You just want to make sure that the loops are facing down and the strands between the loops are facing up, and that's where you're going to place your needle, right there. Continue until you have just the slip knot remaining. I'm coming up to the last few stitches of the picked up stitches on the second half of this Mobius cast on. Here's the last strand I want to go underneath, and then we're going to knit into the slip knot. Just take your needle in the slip knot, stitch, pull a loop through. So essentially now you've got twice the number of stitches as your original cast on, and we've got one twist in our needle in our cord right here. Pull the cord gently until the needle tips meet, slide the stitches up a little, and then pull so you've got your join right here. Place a marker on your right hand needle, and now you're ready to join in the round. Here's your first stitch. I'm going to knit this first round, and I want to point out one thing. As you're coming around the Mobius, you'll encounter your stitch marker on the cable. here, hanging on the cable. This is not the completion of a complete round. It's just the halfway mark for a round. You have to keep knitting until your stitch marker is on the left-hand needle to know that you've gone a full round. So try it. Mobius Cast On. It's fun.